right there talking? Or?
Yeah, we talk right here. Let me pull everything up real quick.
Is it going to be like a lot of talking?
It depends. I don't know how much this is going to be. I never think anything's going to be a lot of talking with you, and then it becomes a lot. And then when I think it's going to be a lot, it's like almost nothing. So I can't gauge you, even when I try to account for what I can account for. Let me minimize this. Excuse me. I'm sorry, yeah, so the bills for this month I'm going to finish paying this week when I get paid. But next month I want to split them. I was getting the prices and comparing some things and seeing what else we can do and see how much the split would actually be.
What do you mean split them?
Like, cut them in half. Like, I pay half, you pay half.
No,
Is that a problem?
Why are you laughing? Yeah.
No, because the way your head went, like, I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Well, I can't afford to pay the whole bills.
Okay, what does that look like for me?
Okay. The smallest one for you would be T-Mobile. Right now it's $120.46. That's before you count like the YouTube and stuff that hits on it. That would just be $50 a month for you.
I thought you like literally had like a solid number.
Well, I can add them all up real quick. Give me a moment. I was going to go through all this one by one, but I'll just add it all up for you. $483.66.
Okay, and that means if I'm paying half the bills, that also mean the $200 stop as well?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, I feel like I'm the one getting shafted here. And, like...
I wasn't planning on getting...
So instead of you losing $600, I'm losing about $600. That's what that sounds like. So it's all coming from me, basically.
I wasn't planning on getting garnished and I'm still trying to move, Nadine. It doesn't make sense for me to try to move and still pay all the bills. You're not my woman. You're not my wife.
I didn't say I was. I didn't say that. But the $200 is for the household. It's not just like, I mean, come on now. So I pay half the bills. I also buy everything that's needed in the motherfucking house. That was the whole point of the $200.
No, it wasn't. It was just for you. I never said it was for anything in particular. You asked me
where do you think the money for this stuff is coming from? Like,
we can split the cost on that too. We can split the cost on everything.
Okay.
But I can't afford this and move at the same time.
So you still planning on moving next month then?
I'm trying to move by the end of March. So multiple times.
You should have lived with that. That makes sense. Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to be hostile to you. Plans have changed quite a bit. Multiple things have happened to completely derail this. Period. If I could have kept to the original plan, I would have. I tried to up until I could not. This was not something I'm doing to just stab you.
I didn't say you were.
I know, but you're taking it very personal, like I'm doing it to you on purpose.
I'm taking it personally because it was responsibilities that you should have took care of that you didn't.
I took care as much as I could throughout the year. I couldn't get everything. And I couldn't control the pacing of everything. I can't control things that I don't know about. Like you with the car, you messed up a lot of this.
First of all, you messed up with the car. I didn't mess up.
You messed it up. You changed your mind. You changed the deal, and it's like, just stop and use up the gas and go. And then I had to rush to get something so I can keep the job.
So you didn't have anything to do with that at all. It was just me.
Yeah, it's because you don't know how to check the progressive insurance, or you were lying about it. It's either you were incompetent or you were lying.
Now you insulting me for no reason?
I'm just pointing out what it is. Like, were you lying to me, or did you just not know how to do it?
What?
The whole thing with the car came down to you being mad about the insurance because it came out to an even $250, but the two cars on the plan, their insurance levels would have been different. And you didn't want to pay half of the insurance on your car.
I love how you say on your car. First of all, let's dial it back. You think that it's just about the insurance. That was the needle that broke the camel's back, Dale. You have literally been riding in my car off and on and on and on. Whatever breaks, whatever. I've been paying that equally with you.
Not every time. Only one was really big that you get in. You didn't do any of the maintenance.
Are you serious right now? All of the major big stuff? First of all, the first big stuff, I paid for myself.
Are you talking before I was working?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is you saying? The next, it was only one more big thing that happened, and we split that. And to be honest, I paid majority of that. So what is you talking about?
Before I was working, I was just driving us to
No,
where
I'm talking about, you know what? You did what you felt you had to do. I did what I felt I had to do in the situation. So, okay. I did not bring this upon you. I did not tell you that you needed to go get a fucking $900 fucking vehicle a month. I did not tell you to do that.
Nope, instead.
So you cannot blame me for your choices.
No, because I only got the car because of what you were doing.
No,
you were stopping me from going to work or making it to work consistently.
I was not. When the car was in the shop, you was doing just fucking fine, right?
It was difficult, and it was not easy getting there.
You didn't say it was difficult. You said it was pretty cool every time I fucking asked you. So if I asked you that, and you told me one thing, how was I supposed to think that it was something else?
I lost the stress of having to drive, and it was nice being on the bus, but having to get there on time on the bus. I didn't get to work even within a decent time.
That's what I'm hearing now. That's not what you told me then. So how was I supposed to know that catching the bus would be an issue for you?
Oh, because I can't tell you everything that's happening. I mean, you don't
and my actions was taking accordingly. Okay. I can only move with the knowledge that I have.
And that means that you still caused me to have to go get another car.
I did not. I didn't. I didn't cause you to get an expensive car. This is the choice you made.
I got the cheapest one I could with the time you gave me.
You can blame me if you want to, that this is something you did. Continue to blame me. But I'm not taking the blame. Because you could have easily bought my car and you didn't want it. These are choices you're making.
You wanted over market value for your car.
You're making the choice though, Dale. How many cars? The car you're buying right now is way more expensive than it should be. You know that, but it's okay for you to do it when it's that, but not with me. Even though you've been driving the car for 3 fucking years. Helping tear up the car for 3 to 4 fucking years.
Before I was working, I only drove places you told me to go. And when I was working,
that's not true.
And when I was working,
you know that's not true. You gonna sit here and say you only drove the car whenever I wanted to go somewhere?
And to my sister sometimes, but most of the time it was to the store. And I can bring up the timeline and show you every single place I drove. That's not a difficult thing to do.
That's because you didn't have a place to go. But the minute you needed to, you were able to, regardless if I wanted you to or not.
And
you
guess
trying
what?
to make it seem
And that's
as
when
if
I
you
started
didn't
giving
have-
you. That's when I
making
started
it seem-
giving you money. That's when I started giving you money. Gave you $100 every
Did
week.
you say it was for the car?
No, but you assumed it was for
Stop-
stuff anyway.
Stop bringing it up like it was for the car.
Then don't say that. Then don't try to use the money for other stuff. They try to say it was for the house.
Because that's what you told me.
No,
Whatever-
I did not. I tested to you. I can pull that up too. Do not lie to my face.
What are you talking about? Do not lie to your face.
Do not lie to my face. I can pull up the exact text. You asked
What
me
did
what
you
the
say?
money was for. Let me pull it up just to take a moment.
Just say it. You're not saying what you said.
The text I said it's just for you. It's just for you, not for the house.
Okay, so why you saying it was for the car?
Because it was for anything that's for the car. You
It was
basically,
for anything.
I
Okay,
added it
you
up
know-
for the past year. You got $3,600. You know,
What?
you got over the course of the last year from what money I was just giving you, not counting the food stamp stuff. That was $3,600 over 9 months. That's how much you got.
Wait, first off, dollar back because the food stamp money you cannot fucking count.
I just said not ignoring the food stamp money. If I add in the food stamp money, that adds another $900. It's $3,600 just for me giving you money every time I got paid.
For how long?
From April until now, until last week. $3,600. Only from the $200 or the $100 every week. Do the math. When I was working for Porsche, I got paid weekly. You got $100 every week. When I started working for AAA, I started getting paid every 2 weeks. You got $200 every time I get paid. You can basically think of it as $400 a month. So you got paid for 9 months. We're not going to count January as a full month, just 9 months. April to December, 400 times 8 is 32. So just 3,200, just ignoring that we have 5 week months and all that.
Okay. What do they have to do with what we're talking about is what I'm trying to figure out.
You got a considerable amount of money. It's not like you were being ripped off here.
I never said I was being ripped off. What I'm trying to say is you trying to make it seem like you wasn't using the car. You trying to make it seem
You make it seem like I wasn't making up for using the car.
Because see how you placing it. This is what's
How much
cracking
do
me
Chanel
up.
give you for using your car now?
This is what's cracking me up. You cannot say the reason you gave me the money was for the car and then say that the reason you was giving me the money wasn't for the car. You can't keep saying that.
But I'm saying,
who gives a fuck?
You're missing what I
because-
said. No, listen. If I was not working, you couldn't have gotten any of the money. That's why I'm saying the car made it possible for the house to still get the bills paid and for you to get money. Without me driving to work, I could not have done that. I'm saying the car made it possible.
What point is you making is what I'm trying to get at.
Well, I'm no longer driving your car. I'm still having to drive you places. I'm still having to do this. And just everything is just hitting me here. I looked at the budget for the next few months. I would just be making money just to exist, not being able to do anything at all, not being able to move, not being able to do anything. And I look back at the money I was given. It's like I gave her this, that there would be no issues with me driving your car, but I never said that. I just said for you to make it easy. So I get the part. I just acknowledged it while I said it.
Then why keep saying it? Because you keep saying it. How can you keep...
Because I'm sharing my actual thoughts with you now. Either you care or you don't. If you don't care, I won't go into it anymore.
The next step. Because me and you are not going to see eye to eye on that in regards to the car and why you chose to go the route you went. Because it was your choice. Basically, you keep trying to blame me.
Then I will
and I'm trying to explain to you that you made that choice. You didn't even talk to me about the choice that you made.
You were ignoring me. You were being negative and silent, and you was just doing so much ignorant stuff. So it's just...
So, you gonna keep insulting me?
No, I said you were doing ignorant stuff. I didn't say you were ignorant. I'm talking about your actions.
What was I doing ignorant other than not speaking to you? And again, if you had an issue about what the choice you was making, you could have spoke. Because we did speak. We spoke right after.
We couldn't even speak properly about the insurance. You still can't even admit that you didn't know how to properly check the insurance. And that was one of the bigger issues.
I didn't say I didn't know. I never said that.
Yeah, you never. I didn't say you did.
I lied. But I dialed back because of the way you said it to me. How can you say you either didn't know, you either lied or you was incompetent?
Because
what
that's the
fuck kind
truth.
of shit is that to say to somebody?
Which one
Like,
is it? You either knew how to do it and then you was lying to me, or you didn't know how to do it and you wouldn't admit it. It's one of those two. Which one was it?
I didn't know you could do it, and I didn't know how to do it.
Okay.
And when I told you I don't see it, what you're talking about, I did say when we was talking about it.
Okay.
But in the same breath, I said, but it doesn't matter because we're splitting everything down the middle. That's what I said. That's what I said. But again, water under the bridge, decision has been made.
Okay.
But it's just hilarious. I knew this was gonna happen, and I'm prepared for it. Okay, so how much did you say? Because now I'm no longer getting the $400, right?
Yeah.
But then on top of that, I'm responsible for $500.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about rent. These people can't garnish you at all with your job or nothing. You can make your credit card payments at a slower pace if you want to. There's nothing slowing you down there. It's just you have the easier end of all this. You do. It is so much easier for you to manage your end of this. Especially
how do you say that with your whole chest? How do you? And here's the catch-22 to what you're talking about. See, you're thinking about this current month. You say you leaving in March, right?
Yeah.
By the end, which means that's February, March, and May. And I'm doing half, right?
February and March, yeah.
March. I'm gonna say March, because at the end of March, you should be gone, right?
Yes.
At the end of March, everything becomes fully my responsibility, right?
Yes.
And when everything becomes fully my responsibility, that's in addition to my credit card bills. You get what I'm saying here? You get why I'm upset and why this can be an issue for me?
All you gotta do is get a real job.
If it was that easy, then
You're choosing not to. You can literally
why
work
do
from
you
home.
think I'm choosing not to? What's cracking me up is that you act like you don't know the reason. You acting like
Because you don't want to. You said to yourself,
No.
you don't want to sit at a computer or on a phone with a headset doing work at home. You said that. You said that's what it was.
and that's true. That's
Just because
very-
you don't want to do it doesn't mean you can't do it. You're choosing not to.
If it bothers your mental health, that's like you doing something for your autism or something like that. It bothers my mental health.
I do a lot of things that bother my mental health. I do it because I got to.
Okay, then.
You got a lot of things handed to you, a lot of things easy. All you got to do is get one real job, and that would make everything just work.
You just want it to work because you don't want the backlash that you created. It's not fair that you trying to push everything on me when you created this big ass mess in the first fucking place.
I've been treating you like you my wife or girlfriend when we ain't been together for years.
I'm not talking about our relationship.
No, I should have been giving you the money for just nothing. I should have defined it from the beginning, and I'm sorry I didn't.
It's
I should
not
have did
for nothing. You make it seem like that money don't go back into this house. I'm not just fucking doing anything with the money. Are you seriously saying that the money was just Nadine doing whatever she wanted with the fucking money?
No,
Well,
I'm saying the money.
Saying it like the money that you gave didn't go back into this house.
I'm not saying that.
It went back to you. Stop making it seem like I just had bread just on top of bread.
I didn't say you was playing with the money.
But
it's just that you will only consider the money in a context that's favorable for you. You won't consider it for anything that makes this make sense.
It makes sense because you know. Do you think about tissue? Do you think about paper towel? Do you think about spoons and shit? Do you think about all the shit that's fucking in this house?
That's less than $200 a month. If you spend more, you wasting it.
That's because you don't care about quality. Your daughter have to have quality.
We can get quality. $200 a month for tissue and all the other stuff. It's not difficult.
We don't been down this road. We don't been down this road, Dale. We have.
It doesn't cost that much. You want very specific brands. You can get quality brands that are not the ones that you're used to.
We've been down this road before.
So you're choosing to spend more.
we've been down this road before. And it didn't end well. The choices you were making wasn't choices.
We tried to buy it all through Amazon, and you would not pick it out with me, so I had to do it myself, and then you didn't like it. I've tried to include you.
Everything I chose, that's too high. That's too high. What the fuck? Anyway,
there are plenty of...
So this conversation is basically us yelling back and forth on our disagreements. Is this what this conversation is about?
I didn't want to do that. I was just going to try to talk to you everything one piece at a time so we can make more sense of it, so we can actually make decisions, so everything can be looked at in the right context. Instead, you just give me a total and then we just blew up from there.
Let me write the total down. What's the total?
$483.66.
Okay. What else do I need to know?
Yeah. So with the food, I'm going to match your food up to $175. So when we go into the store, we're going to spend for you and Aiden. We'll get you on a separate bill from whatever I buy for myself, and I'll match you right up to $175 on the food.
So you get my food stamps turned off. Do you see how you don't see the unfairness in this? You don't.
I'm not living here till October just to try to make things nice for you.
I don't want you here till October. I want you gone now.
Then guess what? Then you're gonna have to, start paying for some of your own stuff yourself.
But see, you making it seem like, oh, I'm doing you a favor by fucking paying for your food. Like, dude,
I don't have to pay for your food.
Shit up, we would have been good. Do you realize that? Do you realize that? If you didn't fuck up, cause see, you treating me like I did something wrong. If you
shouldn't have been on food stamps all this time anyway. They should have been gone.
You missing the message. How should they have been gone, Dale? How?
We've been here together. We could have budgeted the stuff properly. We were originally going to get married. We was going to lose anyway when that happened. So
okay, if we was supposed to magically just do this, then by all means, why did you have an issue? Why didn't you have an issue before? Like,
I brought it up a few times and you laughed it off, or you just told me
because you were supposed to been moving out. You get more. The problem is, it's like, I'm gonna move out. I'm never moving out. I'm gonna move out. I'm never moving out. I'm gonna move out. I mean, come on. So I'm supposed to just uproot my life to the hopes that you gonna move out? Like,
I'm sorry. You can go upstairs, honey. Okay. I was referring back to 2019 when I was originally working. I stopped working. I got fired at the end of 2019. Unemployed for 2 years. As soon as I started working again, I started making plans to get in the spot to be able to move. I originally gave you the house with the exact wording that you can have it as long as you let me stay here for as long as I need to so I can get a place to go. That's the only reason, the only pretext in which I gave it to you in. Yeah, it's an open-ended check or whatever, but that's what it was. That was the whole thing. Period. That was the whole thing I made it about.
That is not how that went.
That is not. We were upstairs, right outside the bathroom, and you sitting there crying.
Boy, you are like the king of.
No, you're sitting up there crying. We had broken up the first time.
Bridge, you going in March, so we ain't even gotta go there. Next thing, how much did you say for the food? Cause we ain't even gotta do this. We don't. You said what for the food?
$175.
Okay, so you'll match $175, or you just giving me $175?
I'll match $175.
That makes no sense.
Like you spending $175 for yourself and Aiden, and I'll match that at the store at the time we go.
So now it's me and Aiden on this bill.
Yes, we're gonna try to get Aiden. Yes, I can't afford to do the whole thing myself. If I could, I would, and we wouldn't even be having this conversation. If the garnishment hadn't come through, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I'm trying to make it work. I can't pay for all this and still move.
Okay, so, okay. So, are you giving me 175 or not? That's what I'm trying to grasp. And is this monthly?
Yeah, 175 monthly. Just like the first time I get paid next month is like the second week. So on February 10th, we go grocery shopping. Then from that point, from February 10th to grocery shopping we do for you and Aiden, I'll start matching from that point. You spend pretty much.
You have to confirm that I'm spending $175
in
order for you to match it.
Yes. I can't afford to just give out money that's not being used or to just go for other purposes.
Really
I'm only going to match it up to that point.
Using $175 by herself.
I think it's going to a certain place, yeah, but it's just based on what we have here and how things may be moving. I just don't want to give you a straight 175. I want to match it at the store.
Ain't no point in me writing that down. So, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. And March. Late March.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the phone bill, are we staying where we at or?
I want to get off T-Mobile by the middle of next month. I was looking at other plans. I don't know where to go yet, but pretty much we're
still there. And we're going to be there.
Until the 17th. I'm going to find another place to go to on the 17th. We'll either all be there together to switch to another plan together. We can go separate plans or whatever. But pretty much on February 17th, I'm going to call and tell T-Mobile that I want it off at the end of the plan. I'm going to tell them that we're going to have our phone numbers ported out by that point.
Okay. Well, you can just leave mine there. Because there ain't no point. Just leave mine there.
It's just that if you stay on T-Mobile by yourself and they let you stay on my plan by yourself, you're going to be paying $100 for just your phone. So if you're fine with that...
What do you mean $100 for just my phone?
The phone plan we're on is grandfather. It's called Simple Choice. And it requires to have at least two phones in there to do... Our two phones are on there for $100. Now, we can drop off. I can drop off and leave you, or you can drop off and leave me. But they're still going to require $100 base for the plan. And then they add on taxes and fees.
And there's nothing smaller than that? Or
you have to switch.
I can just go ahead and just...
You can switch to their Magenta plan or whatever. You just can't stay on the same plan.
Okay, well then we'll cross that bridge when it comes to.
Okay.
Because, yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I just had to minimize every word to just make it barely work. If I could keep things going the original way, I would have.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything else I need to know?
That's all I can think of now. This isn't how I wanted it to go. I can't even remember half of what I was going to say now.
It's my fault.
You derailed to the enforcement going a different way, so yes, it is your fault.
Okay. That's the golden rule, right? Nadine is always the one creating havoc.
Well, I was trying to go a certain way, and you directly asked for something different. So following your actions, it is your fault.
Okay.
Learn how to learn how to become responsible for your actions.
Ditto.
Yep.
Fucking ditto. I swear you the king of not taking responsibility for your actions.
And you the bitch of being the dumbass of everything.
What?
I said you the bitch of being the dumbass of everything.
What did you call me?
I said you're the bitch of being the dumbass of everything.
Why are you calling me a bitch?
Because you acting like a bitch.
You really comfortable just calling me a fucking bitch right now?
You making it difficult. What?
You really comfortable?
Hey, why'd you just get my
bitch right now?
Aiden, go to your room. Your mama just not the
Are you fucking serious right
Calm
now?
down.
Did I call you out your name?
Keep your hands away from me.
Did I call you out your name? You disrespectful, and I didn't disrespect you. Don't do it again.
You disrespected me the whole time.
I called you a bitch. I'm calling you out your name.
Like,
How?
you didn't call me out my name, but you still disrespected me.
That don't mean you disrespect me in that manner. That's wrong, Dale. And you know it. You did it purposely to be an asshole.
It came out without me thinking, but I hold true to it. You are a bitch.
So are you.
Yep.
And you are a vagina. And also, I don't give a fuck what you think of me because you're nothing. You're a fucking peon to me.
Yet you're still sitting here emoting. If I was nothing, you would have left.
Okay, I'm so grateful for that. And you know what? It's really sad. You're sad. You're sad. And I wish you nothing but the best with your sadness.
Okay. Just quit being a bitch.
Don't keep calling me a bitch now.
Yeah, because you're a bitch. You're a bitch. I'm tired of holding in. You are a fucking bitch. You've been nothing but a bitch for the longest.
And you're a bitch too. You're a bitch too, Dale. That's the thing. I'm a bitch because you're such a big bitch. I mean, you're the fucking mountaintop of bitches. It's like, I can't believe you have a dick. You're such a bitch. I can't believe you have a dick. I can't believe it. It's shocking every time I see it. Like, wow, it's actually a dick there. Huh, who the fuck knew? Because you're a bitch.
Okay. That would mean something if you weren't stupid.
I'm not stupid. You know I'm not. And it's so fascinating. I'm all these things, but you wanted to be with me.
Yeah, I did.
Kill yourself.
I wish you would do that.
Oh, I'm all these things, but you wanted to be with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty stupid to try to be with you.
Don't take your hurt feelings on somewhere, Dale. Go ahead. Go ahead. You just want to be upset and call me bitches so I can be upset with you, but I'm not.
I'm not upset. I've been
dialing it back, and I'm realizing I'm giving you way too much energy that you don't deserve. So, again, thank you for the information. I wish you well, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna pay for what you did to my laptop, though.
Well,
You are.
how? Do tell.
You will see. I promise you will see.
Is that a threat?
No.
Because if you threatening me and I feel uncomfortable in this home,
I'm not threatening you.
that's going to be an uncomfortable zone for you. Just know that.
I'm not
Who
threatening.
gets uncomfortable faster? You can play with me if you want to. You can go ahead and threaten me and assume that I have to worry about any motherfucking thing in this house. You can do that.
I'm not gonna
and
do.
I promise you, your few months here will not be Pleasantville. We can go there because I do a lot and I hold back a shit ton to cater to you. So we can play that ball. We can roll the motherfucking dice if you want to. That is a threat. Trust.
I'm not threatening
Trust. Trust and believe. If I feel any moment that I'm uncomfortable with you being here and you moving around and touching my shit or anything in this bitch. Okay?
That's what it was.
That was a threat.
That
I'm letting you know.
That isn't what it was about.
Okay. I'm letting you know. We can go head on.
I'm not gonna do it.
You ain't seen the real MVP in this motherfucker. You can go ahead. It's a lot I withhold. It's a lot I mash down. So if you want that beast, by all means, make me uncomfortable.
You need to remember that you're the physical one here. I don't do anything physical to nobody.
Make me uncomfortable. I'm not being physical.
No, I'm not gonna do anything to
Okay,
you.
well, there you go. Threat involved. Long as we here with it, long as you know. Okay? All right.
Just pay for your own food. I'm not matching you.
Don't. Pay for your daughter food. The fuck?
Yeah.
Pay for your child food.
Yeah, you just gonna pay half on her food. We can decide what she gets together, but you're gonna pay half on her food.
No, you're gonna pay for her food because you emptied out her food stamps.
You gonna pay for half.
You're gonna pay for her food, Dale.
You gonna pay for
paying for her food. do.
You paying for half, I'm gonna stop paying on the bills altogether.
And you're gonna get put out.
You're gonna have to evict me.
And I will.
Good, and then
30 days sooner than you want to leave.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna send it straight to the welfare office, and I'm gonna send straight 8 years of bank account statements proving that I lived here.
And you do that? Guess what? You're gonna be at fault too, because you was in this house with them food stamps, baby.
I'm willing to do that. I told you, I don't play to win, I play to lose.
What cracks me up? You're so willing to ruin my life and her life just to spite me because you're not getting your fucking way.
No, you're willing to. No, you're the one doing it. You're the one
crazy.
doing it.
You're crazy, and you know what's fucked up? You only care about yourself. Emotionally, yourself. Physically, self. No matter what, you just do shit to make you look good. That's all you do. But deep down, you don't give a fuck about nobody but Dale. And that's the sad part. The fact that you're willing to go that far, knowing it's going to ruin her life.
No, because I still work. I can pay for her. All the states.
Boy.
Nadine, you don't want who signs on the dotted line.
Not when you keep making credit cards and fucking getting garnished, you can't.
At worst, they only take 25%. But if
Boy.
Nadine, you be the one going to the jail. I only have to pay on money. You would be the one going to jail because you're the one who signed on the dotted line.
I'm okay with that. You know, you want to send me to jail. You want to send your daughter's mother to jail. Do you hear yourself?
I don't want to. All you have to do is cooperate.
Boy, I don't have to do shit you tell me.
Then you go into jail.
Not my dad. Okay.
Then you go into jail and keep your hands out of my face.
Okay. Roll the dice. I'll get that paperwork started.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get it started.